A very warm good afternoon to our viewers. This is Shruti Anand, journalist at K12 News, and I'm very delighted being present with Ms. Namrata Paul. Hello, how are you, Namrata?
I'm very good. I'm very good, definitely. And thank you so much for having me in K12.
We are really honored, and it's a pleasure to have this conversation with you. Namrata is the faculty in atomic energy and physics. So, Namrata, as per your experience, what do you want? How exactly can you say that the students' life are affected when, as the pandemic striked?
Okay, first of all, thank you so much, K12, for giving me this platform, and congratulations to K12 for doing such a good work in the field of education and spreading so much awareness. So, congratulations, first of all.
Thank you so
And
much. We are
yes,
honored.
and good work, Shruti, seriously. And yes, coming back to the question, to answer this question, I would like to acknowledge the fact that in the beginning, the pandemic hit us quite hard. Like in the
Okay.
beginning, when the pandemic started, like the schools and the colleges getting closed, it was a moment of anxiety, fear, and unpredictability between the teachers and the students. So so since everything closed down, since everything shut down immediately with almost immediate effect, it was very difficult to predict what will happen to the academic activities which are set to take place in the upcoming months. And
Okay.
if you see, like during that time, in the month of March, April, May, you see so many foreign students who are stuck abroad. Like they go outside to pursue a degree, to pursue a career. But since the institutions got shut down, they were stuck at that place and were unable to come back because of the travel bans. So a complete chaotic situation was occurring, like in the entire world, in a global scenario. So at that time, when the pandemic hit the teachers and the students, it was very important for all of us to understand that nothing in life is to be feared, but everything is supposed to be basically understood. When I say understood, it means as our knowledge about the COVID, as our knowledge about the virus grew, our fear and uncertainty was coming a little under control. And soon, though it was a paradigm shift, because from the classroom we got switched to online modes of education and various virtual classrooms and online platform, soon we saw that teachers and students both got habituated to a new normal routine of undergoing virtual classroom and online sessions. So if you see, as a teacher, I take attendance online early in the morning at around 8 o'clock, and then we have to conduct parents teachers meeting via Zoom and conduct online examinations, invigilate the online examinations. To some extent, if you see, there is a hilarious moment to it, because we also saw students graduating online. IIT Bombay went one step ahead, wherein we saw 3D avatars of students getting graduated by their professors. So that was something that was very unique. But if you ask me to summarize in brief, it would be that the pandemic did really hit us quite hard, but teachers and students both confronted it with a very appreciable amount of adaptability.
Right. Along with the teacher and students, there was a vital role that was played from the parents' end.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Even it will be very much unfair to say that only doctors and teachers and various other people were the warriors in this pandemic. I feel also the parents were a warrior into this, especially all those people who have both their parents working. Like imagine
Right.
if I am the kid of grade 8 and I have both of my parents working, and I have to conduct the online, I have to take the online sessions early in the morning and sit for 4 hours. So it's chaotic, but somehow we see that we are still quite eloquent enough to manage it.
Absolutely, Namrata. The points are really very valid. Along with this,
Hmm,
these have been the negative and the positive impacts. Every coin has two faces. What, according to
true.
you, from your point of view, have been the positive impact of this lockdown?
Positive impacts of the lockdown. All right. So the first positive impact, if you ask me, it is that for this catalytic effect, like it has prepared us for a situation that will be upcoming if the situation repeats itself in the history. So we are very well prepared as a nation, as a globe. We are completely prepared to tackle it, to handle it. Correct. So that is a very much positive effect. And secondary, we have a luxury of time, you can say, because because earlier it was a problem that we've never used to have time for ourselves. Now you have so much time that we have to sit and think how to use it productively. So we are watching YouTube videos, we are doing this, you're doing that. Both teachers and students both are engaging in so many activities. Like, I know people who are making coffee one week and then trying a dish some other day and all of that. So this have been the positive effects. But if you ask me, the lockdown has done more, uh, not so, the lockdown has not brought so much of the positive effects on the education system in the life of students and teachers. The effects had been a little successively not positive.
Not really positive. Okay. So, what have been the challenges that you on your own level have faced as a faculty member?
See, as a faculty member, if you ask me, in the month of March, in 2020, in the month of March, I was working in Qatar. And over there, what really happened is March 1st or second week, I think, within a span of 7 days, the number of COVID cases rose like increase exponentially. It rose, like in physics we have that term exponential increase. So it rose exponentially, and very soon the government passed a circular that all the offices and the schools and the organizations have to shut down with immediate effect. So
Okay.
that fear, that understand, that panic thing rose. But eventually, once you get into this site that you should not fear and do not let the fear control your mind, be free
Mhm.
of this fear. So once you understand more about this thing and how to control it as a teacher, because we are mature enough on that ground, so it so we developed all our technical skills. So I can say that if you compare my technical skills from 2019 to 2020, I am better in 2020.
Not, of course, I believe not just the technical skills, because managing the students
True,
virtually
true,
is just another
true,
level
true,
of
true.
task.
Shruti, come on. Imagine 4 hours you have to engage the students. Like 4 hours
Right.
you have to sit in front of this laptop, and you have those slots. All the students are there. You have to keep them engaged. Plus, you have to make all those concept videos and all the content that you have been teaching in a particular chalk and duster, chalk and talk like a situation over there is now transformed completely into a virtual platform. So
Okay.
delivering the concept with that much authenticity is not only a priority, but it is also a responsibility.
Totally. So, what are the steps or what were the strategy that you used to keep the students involved? Because when initially it started, there were a lot many news that were coming up that the students have been misbehaving in such way or the other on the online classes. The person who was not supposed to be in the online class, they have entered, and many other cases. I am sure some would have happened with you as well. So, what were your strategies? And what were your strategies basically to keep the students involved so that not just they're mentally present there, but also they're learning something out of it?
Yes. So I will not say there is a strategy. These are some of the traits of being a teacher. Being a
Okay.
teacher, you cannot say that you are not patient.
Mm-hmm.
Patience is something that a teacher should have. So
Okay.
patience is something that helped us during that situation wherein we do not see that situation is going as per our wish or as per we desire. So like this is my Zoom class and then this is the student, like these are the couple of students. So I see parents sitting with them, the pet sitting with the student, and the sibling sitting with the student. And so it was, so you do not see that kind of discipline, that aura which we portray or which we try to have in a classroom. Correct. So at that point of time we have parents teachers meetings. So after, soon after the Zoom started or the online section started, so we had parents teachers meeting after 2 weeks. So in that meeting we tell parents, we guide parents, we instruct parents that parents, you need to understand that it is just not our responsibility, it is your responsibility as well to maintain the decorum. Like if there is an online session going on for 4 hours, we request you to maintain the decorum, so that it is, so you coordinate with us to help us deliver better results in this challenging
Absolutely.
time.
It is, I believe, as you mentioned the beginning, that it will be very unfair not to involve the parents because they are ultimately managing the students. Those who have been working, they are managing the work, they are managing their kids, and they have been helping out with to the students along with the resources. So
Absolutely, Shruti, yes.
anything that you like to share that you have been following the mantra on your own during this pandemic session? Everybody here agrees with that. The lockdown has drained us mentally as well as physically. Yet we are surviving it, and we are really coming out of it together. So, what has been your mantra all this time long?
Do not lose hope and
Mm-hmm.
practice patience, meditate.
Okay.
That is something. So I'll also tell you one episode wherein I did not really like this online platform, truly speaking. So when it started, it was so much of a problem because then I used to get irritated, like with the technical glitches and not all the students being present when I'm taking the attendance. So that was quite irritating. But
Right.
what we did as all the faculties, like along with me, there were so many teachers. So what we did is that we made a truce. Okay, so we decided that no matter what happens, we will keep our calm for 4 hours. That's it. So
Okay.
every single time we enter the institute, oh sorry, we enter the Zoom. I can't say institute. So we enter the
The virtual
Zoom.
institute, basically.
Yeah, the virtual institute basically. So we pledge that we will not lose our calm no matter what. And even if there are technical glitches, we will try to be extremely cooperative and mild tempered.
Okay.
So that is something that helps. Secondary, we will not fail to make the student uh, realize that this cannot work just by us. You
Okay.
have to give us your cooperation. So the feeling of making them realize things has never been more than right now.
Okay.
So I basically, even if there is parents teachers meeting, so I make the student realize you understand that it is extremely important to give for you to give your inputs, not only mine. So you have to help me to help you. So
Right.
that's how was it went with that truce and patience and meditation and everything.
And I hope that it turned out to be pretty good now.
Actually yes, most of the students right now are more or less focused. Okay, but
Okay.
but Shruti, I'll tell you also one more thing. Every student who is below grade 9, I don't really think this lockdown has a very good effect or any positive effect. In fact, it has adverse effect because school was a ground wherein they could channelize all their energy with respect to their extracurricular activities and then talking to peers over random stuffs as you and I did, and celebrating days and festivals together. So their energy used to get channelized. Now these all these kids who are below grade 9, they are confined to the four walls of the house. So you can
Absolutely. With
understand.
no mischief or anything
Yeah,
to perform.
so somewhere down the line it is also causing them to get frustrated, losing enthusiasm, losing spontaneity. So for everybody below grade 9, we just hope that the lockdown lifts up very soon and the pandemic ends. We can just say this. So till then, you hold on, guys.
Absolutely. So this has been the motive all along. We are all together in this. The educationists, the teachers, the principals, and the students. Of course, the parents. We are all together in this, and we will all come out of it together with flying
True.
colors.
Absolutely true. They couldn't agree more with you.
Thank you so much, Namrata, for your contribution, for sharing your experience with the K12 Stocks 2020. It's a pleasure. It has been a pleasure speaking with you. And moreover, the experience that you have shared are more of a thing that you have lived. So thank
Yes,
you so
true.
much for this contribution, and to the educationists and to our viewers out there. We are all together. We'll
Thank you
come
for
out of
having
it.
me.
Just hold
Yes.
on to it.
Yes, please. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Namrata. Our viewers,
Thank
stay
you for
tuned. We'll
having
be
me.
right back with another interesting sessions. Thank you so much. This is Shruti, present with Namrata Pal. Thank you.
Thank you.